Alka-Seltzer, first aid for the relief of headaches, acid indigestion, and muscular aches and pains. Alka-Seltzer brings you Hilltop House. This is Sandy Becker, hoping a headache hasn't held up your plans for the day. Plans for work in the house or recreation outdoors. If so, enjoy, yes, enjoy the fast relief Alka-Seltzer brings and go right ahead with your plans. Yes, have a glass of sparkling Alka-Seltzer to feel better fast. The effective pain reliever in Alka-Seltzer is ready to go to work as soon as you drink it. Ready to bring relief as you like it. Gentle, effective, fast relief. You see, Alka-Seltzer contains sodium acetyl salicylate, and tests prove the system absorbs more of this pain reliever faster from Alka-Seltzer. And Alka-Seltzer soothes your stomach, too. It's so gentle, doesn't upset the stomach as some pain relievers do. You like Alka-Seltzer, so try it if a headache is bothering you now. Try Alka-Seltzer for fast relief. Remember, if you're out of Alka-Seltzer, you can get it at any drugstore. Ask for Speedy Alka-Seltzer at drugstore soda fountains and at drugstore counters everywhere. And now, Julie of Hilltop House.
I'd felt a deep sense of relief ever since my cousin confessed she'd read Dr. Bernay's letter. This letter was a report from the specialist who'd examined Reed. Nina reassured me because she gave a different interpretation to Jeff's strange behavior when he took that letter from my hands, realizing he'd handed it to me by mistake. I'd been very fearful about Reed's health, but now I resolved to put all worry from my mind. He seemed to be feeling so much better and was busy doing everything in these last few days before our wedding, so I decided to take my cue from that. At Hilltop this morning, it seemed that everyone was trying to find something to do for me, and it wasn't only the children, but Hannah, too.
Miss Julie, you know what you forget? Something so important.
What?
It's good I got head on my shoulders to remember.
Well, what's so important to remember?
If I was not up in the attic, maybe I forget. We got so much excitement. Only now I remember all your winter clothes.
Oh, well, I don't need them in Honolulu.
What has this Honolulu got to do with anything?
We're going there on our honeymoon.
Oh, it's lovely there. So beautiful. I know it's right in Pacific Ocean. I get postcard from my nephew Stefan with beautiful pineapples on it.
Oh, that's right, you did, I remember.
Yeah, he's getting to be some world traveler with the Marines. There is beautiful sandy beach with stylish hotels. You got to have beautiful clothes. Miss Julie, you cannot take along on honeymoon your old sunsuits. It's good enough for Glendale Lake, but for Honolulu Beach, you got to do shopping.
Well, if you get me organized, I might.
Now you make joke. But you cannot go with old summer sports clothes.
Oh, now don't worry, Hannah. Some of the finest shops in the world are in Honolulu, so I'll be able to buy everything there.
But should not be in truth so? Is right bride should buy after?
Well, I don't know how right or wrong it is, but that's how I'm handling the problem.
Yeah. Glendale is small town and not so stylish. Maybe you're going to Chicago.
But Hannah, now, when will there be time?
Okay, so you got to stay for Honolulu. Only, I just thought I would like to see what you are going to take with me. Would be nice.
Oh, you. I'll send back some snapshots as soon as we take them.
We'll be fine. I think all the time you go to make trip in Europe.
Well, we did talk of it. But I'm awfully glad Reed wants to go to Hawaii. It'll be much more restful for him there.
Yeah, we got to think how this man is still not so strong. I am happy you make honeymoon in such lovely place. Now we got to settle with winter clothes. You like to have in trunk or boxes? Only maybe now you are going to be wife of Mr. Nixon is not stylish enough, your winter clothes.
Oh, Hannah, honey, we don't have to worry about that now. We'll have lots of time after we get back and are settled. Is there anything else on your active mind?
Yeah, it's two things.
Yeah?
Do you mind if I give invitation to my girlfriend Hilda to come for church ceremony?
Of course you invite her. I hope the church can stretch at the side.
Oh, will be so many who come?
Mm-hmm.
So I am glad you say yes, because I invite her already. Oh, comes natural like. I talk with Hilda on telephone, and she asks who comes, what you wear. So I say, you would like to see the ceremony?
Well, I'm awfully glad you did. And now, what else?
Miss Julie, you are going to throw your bouquet into congregation.
Mm-hmm. That's the custom.
So I like to catch. If I tell you exactly where I stand, you could throw my way... accidental like. I am tall. I got long arms, so I reach up. Would be nice to catch.
We'll have to work on it.
Is not too silly.
No, Hannah, of course it's not.
Would be nice to catch. Would be maybe good luck with Mr. Pfefferlinker.
Conrad, how much longer are you going to tie up the phone?
Again he's on the phone. Conrad, I'm going to fix you. Last night I hear about this Roberta. Has got 5 boyfriends. So you are only one on string of 5.
Oh, poor Conrad.
Is that you, Miss Julie? Are you still here?
I'm just about to leave, Dad.
Oh, can I come?
Mm-hmm. Where are you going?
No place. I mean, I'll go wherever you're going, if I can come along with you. Or, are you expecting to meet somebody?
Yes, Reed.
Oh, please take me along till you meet him. Then I'll sort of disappear.
Come on. Anybody else?
Oh, no, just me. Oh, please don't ask anybody else to come. I'd like to be with you all by myself till Reed comes.
All right, let's sneak out. Hmm?
Well, what are you going to do?
Pick the wedding ring.
Today?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, could I come, please? Would Reed mind very much? I'd love to be present when you pick your wedding ring.
Well, I don't see how we can keep you out of the jewelry store. We'll be getting 2 of them.
Miss Julie, is it going to be a double ring ceremony?
Mm-hmm. That's the way Reed wants it.
Oh, it's just too wonderful. Susan's sister is having a double ring ceremony, too. On my way home, I stopped off to see her. She's going to be a bridesmaid. Oh, it's such fun watching her get all the fittings. She's pale pink, and Fran's pale yellow, and Jacqueline's pale blue, and then there's pale green and pale orchid.
And the bride will be a pale white.
I won't tell her you said that.
I know it's the way I feel.
Why? Aren't we helping you enough? What else can we do to help? We don't want you in a collapse on your wedding day.
I won't be, honey. Anyway, it's traditional for the bride to be pale.
But if there's anything I can do, I'm free all afternoon because Nina canceled the babysitting. She called up because there's a change in her plans.
Oh, when did she call?
Early this morning.
Where was I? Wasn't I around?
Well, I guess you were, but she didn't ask to talk to you.
Oh. Well, that's all right. I guess my cousin can call up without having to talk to me.
Was the dinner party nice?
It was very nice.
I read in the paper this morning about Judge and Mrs. Lennox entertaining for you at the country club.
Mm-hmm.
Won't that be simply elegant?
Mm-hmm.
And isn't just before a wedding the most exciting time in the world?
At this moment, Julie's cousin was talking with her husband, Dr. Jeff.
Jeff, what are we going to do?
How many times are you going to ask me the same question, Nina? If I knew what to do, I'd do it. Now, why can't you leave me alone? This is a doctor's problem. I'll have to find a way to handle it.
But it isn't a doctor's problem. It's a family problem. And, well, I'm afraid that in trying to be a big help, I've made things worse.
How did you try to help?
I lied to Julie. I told her that I read the letter from Dr. Bernays and that there wasn't anything in it. So then she stopped worrying, and now she thinks everything's fine and dandy. That's the big help I've been.
Oh. Well, maybe it's just as well you tried to help. Might even be better in a way.
How?
Julie was starting to press me a little too hard for information that I won't give her.
You won't tell Julie? But she's got to know, Jeff. You can't let her marry Reed without knowing the truth. Oh, that's a responsibility that we have no right to take on ourselves.
If anybody's going to know anything, it's going to be Reed.
But you've been saying that you don't have the heart to tell him. That's what you've been saying.
Well, maybe I haven't got the heart to do it, but I'll work up to it somehow. Oh, the joys of being a doctor. To face the prospect of telling the best friend you've got that he's through. No medical skill can help anymore. Everything's been tried. Oh, well, I've said all this before.
Oh, Jeff, dear, you go to pieces with all this going round and round in your mind. You've got to do something.
Sure, I'm going to do something. I'm going to sit by and help my best friend count his days. I'll be able to tell him that his days are numbered. Medical skill can give us the power to predict that a man is going to die. We can tell him all about that.
Jeff, if you tell Reed, you might as well call the wedding off right now.
Is that what you're thinking about, the wedding?
Yes, I am. You see, I know Julie will stick by Reed. She's the one to help him. And if you tell her it won't make any difference, she'll never let him know. That they'll get married and live with as much happiness as they can have. But Reed will call the wedding off if you tell him. Is that what you want?
The wedding hasn't got anything to do with you and me. It's their business. I want to do the right thing. And I believe Reed must know. If he wants to tell Julie, that's up to him. I'm certain of one thing. Reed's the one to know. How and when, I don't know. But I must tell him.
In just a moment, we'll return to our story of Hilltop House. Say, when you feel uncomfortable with that too full feeling, when you have acid indigestion, Alka-Seltzer is just the thing. In almost no time, Alka-Seltzer can have you feeling fine again. And the reason? Alka-Seltzer has instant alkalizing action. It soothes and settles an unsettled stomach as it quickly reduces the excess acidity. Alka-Seltzer is easy and pleasant to take. Just let 1 or 2 tablets dissolve in a refreshing, effervescent solution. You like the way speedy Alka-Seltzer brings such easy, comfortable relief. So try it. Yes, next time acid indigestion comes along, do as millions do. Be wise. Alkalize with Alka-Seltzer. Make it your first aid for fast relief. Fast relief from acid indigestion. That's speedy Alka-Seltzer. And now we'll return to our story for a moment. Nina didn't say anything, but Jeff turned away as though he could read the thought in her mind.
You're to keep out of this, Nina. It's a professional problem, and I won't have you interfering. Is that clear? I want your promise.
All right. I won't tell Julie. But I think you're just as wrong as you can be.
Be sure to tune in tomorrow to another exciting episode of Hilltop House, written by Addie Richton and Lynn Stone. Julie is played by Jan Miner. Robert Haig is Dr. Jeff, and Janice Gilbert is Nina. Every day of our lives, we need vitamins. We get them in the food we eat, but sometimes we do not get all or enough of the essential vitamins. One-a-day brand multiple vitamin tablets supply all you normally need of all the vitamins proved necessary. All in a single smooth-coated tablet. Think of that, friends. One-a-day brand multiples now contain the much-discussed vitamin B12, and they're still at the same low price at all drugstores. Just ask your druggist for genuine one-a-day brand multiple vitamins in the blue box with the big red 1. Be sure to insist on one-a-day brand multiple vitamins, now in tablet form. Listen to Hilltop House tomorrow and every day, Monday through Friday. Sandy Becker speaking. This is the CBS Radio Network.